Hello, it's Lindsay and welcome back to my channel. I am more than excited to share with you my new digital journal kit. It is called Workbasket Moths, and I made a simple journal to showcase it. I offer the kit, again, ink on my hands, you guys. I offer the kit digitally as a digital download from Etsy. I also offer it printed out and mailed to you. And this journal that I'm going to do a flip through of is available ready to ship. Link below. You can purchase it in my Etsy shop. So my whole idea behind this kit, Workbasket Moths, is these vintage moth images and then like handiwork. And I initially started out with embroidery and then sewing, and then it kind of went into like some mathematics and ledger paper and things like that as well. Because I think a woman can be both beautiful and smart, and many women, they're good with their hands, they're also good with their brain, and I just really liked the vintage mathematics as well as the vintage embroidery. So that's what this is about. So here we go. It's a full journal kit. I have made the cover out of this gorgeous textured wallpaper, and I did that because it made me think of interior design, something else, you know, in Workbasket in a loose term, but like designing, creating your house. And so it's this gorgeous, I love this wallpaper. One signature, 60 pages. On the front, we have some eyelet lace. This is a part of a vintage 1940s mathematics book, and it's about like life insurance and investing and accounts and things like that. And then this is one of the cards from my kit. Lots of stitching and sewing. So on the inside, this wallpaper is super thick, like it is sturdier than regular cardstock. And I did not cover the inside because I really liked this background writing on it, how big the rolls of wallpaper are and the price codes and all of that. So I left that. And this is one of the journal cards in my kit. And I've used these vintage moths from Digital Curio. And I've also used lots of images from Raw Pixel and Pixabay, Biodiversity Heritage Library, Pixel Scrapper. You can see a list in the description box below. But here's like a little needle case that has a vintage moth on it. This is just a journal card, and I did some like butterfly stitching on that. And this side says, "What a perfect moment." This is just like one that I got from Tuesday morning. Here's one of the pages from the kit. These little embroidery pieces, that's the second. I have two main inspirations. It's Digital Curio's Vintage Moth clip art, and then Avalon Rose Design, the floral embroidery. And her website, theavalonrose.com, is where you can get these. They are incredible. So those are the main sources for this kit. The background, what I printed on the background in this journal is the Seneca Pond Crafts. You know I love her. Her background pages from A Backward Glance journal are incredible. Used them again here. So I have coffee dyed paper, a little bit of a stamp. This is one of my journal cards. It has this vintage embroidery and then some of the stitching from Avalon Rose, and then some vintage moths from Digital Curio. And I backed most of the ephemera with just this lined paper. I like it because it has the brown lines, and that I got from Staples a few years ago. I think I got it free in one of those when they're celebrating teachers, and it's like, I don't know what day it is, Teacher Day or whatever it is, and they give out the free little packs, and I was a teacher at the time, so that's what I got. And then here's another one of the pages. There's some beautiful vintage lace in the background. Here's the embroidery from Avalon Rose and the moth from Digital Curio. And so here's another Seneca Pond background page. And then I used one of these little either butterfly or moth, you know, you have it be as you will, little like crocheted piece. And then here's a little flower. This is a real vintage postcard. It says birthday greeting. It has kind of like glitter on it. And it has a little bit of writing, and it is made in Germany, and this is old. I don't know how old it is, but I'm going to say early 1900s would be my guess. If I had to guess, I would say, you know, 1900 to 1910, somewhere in there, but I'm not for sure. This is from a vintage handiwork book, and I reinforced it with this butterfly washi that I got from Michael's because it is a fragile book page since it is old. Another one of my pages here, I just love this little stitching design here that I got from Pixel Scrapper. Just so cute. And then I also did some background pages from Avalon Rose from her big deal bundle that I showed a while ago. And this is, I think, the Sumptuous paper pack. I just love the colors. So here's another one of my journal cards. And a little butterfly punch out. This is mine as well. There's a button and some embroidery. Seneca Pond. This is a ribbon embroidery book page. How gorgeous is that? And then I also put in a couple of these. These are from Linda Price, and in the description box below, I will let you know how you can purchase these, but she does tatting, which is kind of like crochet, but with smaller like needles. And you guys all know what tatting is. I'm not describing it to my husband. I'm describing it to a bunch of crafty ladies. So you all know what tatting is. So, she does tatting. It's gorgeous, and she has some digital images, and I printed them in journal card size and put them kind of throughout. So here is a pocket, and then some more of that lined paper, and I did some butterfly stitching there. This is one of my favorite pages from the kit, and this is some ledger overlays that Avalon Rose has on her site. And then I just love how we have a little pin, like a digital pin that's stuck in this fabric, and there's embroidery. This piece, it looks like it's part of the paper, but it's not. It's one of the ephemera pieces in my kit, and it's cut out and glued on, and I got that from Pixel Scrapper. And here's another one of my pages, Seneca Pond background, vintage crochet book page. This is part of the kit as well. I just glued it on. This is one of my pages. And then here is a flashcard pocket, and then this flashcard, this is in my kit as well. 40 divided by a moth equals 5. I thought that was pretty neat. This is also in my kit. Love these elements that I got from Pixel Scrapper and put together. So this is some of my red dyed paper that you can get in my shop. It's kind of a pinkish red, but I'd like to showing you how you can use it in other ways, not just Christmas. Here's another one of Linda's beautiful images that I backed on that lined paper. And then here's one of the pages in my kit. And then this piece here is one of the ephemera pieces in my kit, and I backed it with some curtain lace. This is one of my pages. There's a vintage multiplication table on here. Let me take this off so you can see. Love this page. And then here's one of the envelopes. The kit comes with 2 envelopes and 3 pages full of ephemera. So here's some of that embroidered flower from Avalon Rose, and then a little piece of vintage paper, and then this is this multiplication table that turned into an envelope. If I don't clip things back where I put them, I forget where they go. There's a page in my kit. I love the little peach doily behind the moth. And then in the center of the book, since this was actually 20-pound copy paper, some of it is heavier. This is just a light. When I printed the sumptuous paper background on the back from Avalon Rose, you could kind of see through, and I thought that was so neat. So I left that because that's beautiful for writing, but there's so much interest. So here's one of my pages there. Another one of Linda's journal cards. Well, they're full-size images. You can print them as a whole page, but I just turned them into journal cards. There's one of my pages. There's that little vintage flash card again. This is the second envelope that comes in the kit. And you can see the little rose linen overlay that I used under the moth. That's also digital from Digital Curio. This is Seneca Pond background. There's a little butterfly charm hanging off there. This is one of my pages as well. 2 journal cards from the kit. I like the embroidery floss in the background. That was so much fun. And that was a free image on Pixabay. Just an actual photo. So I like adding real photos in with clip art and things like that. There's another journal card, and I overlaid these vintage moths onto this linen and doily photo. This is another one of my pages. There's this faux stitching and some buttons. One of my journal cards, vintage book page, background paper, and then I did some stamping, and there's a little gold butterfly on this black rose. This is cute. The background is also Digital Curio. It's one of her yellow textures, and then I think that's Pixabay, and I I don't have to tell you where every image comes from. It'll be in the description box. But anyway, beautiful, beautiful. The embroidery. I cut down one of Linda's cards to make a pocket here. This is one of those vintage pages. It is very fragile, so I thought you could rip it up and use it as collage. And this background here is Seneca Pond, but look at how awesome that is because it has the math. So I'm super excited about adding that. And that's one of my pages as well, book page on ribbon embroidery, Seneca Pond, and I just added a little corner from a lace curtain up there to my page there. This is one of the ephemera pieces in my kit, and then I just added another one of these pages with that butterfly stitching. It's one of my pages as well, more of that vintage book page, and I added this little flower to the corner of that tablecloth. This is Seneca Pond. It's one of my pages, and then I've done some stamping. This is one of the pieces of ephemera in my kit. I just punched out a little notch, added a vintage coin wrapper from Above Par Crafts. Her links are below. And little index card with a stamp. And that's my page. And then in the back, this is a piece of ephemera. It says handmade, and that is the end of this journal. So if you like it as much as I do, please give this video a thumbs up. If you have an idea for my next digital kit, please put it in the comments below, or go over to my Facebook group, Nevermore Creations, Junk Journals, and Friends, and I have a post going there with a whole bunch of ideas for me for my kit. I think I know what I'm going to do next. It depends upon if I can get the correct images, so I still need more ideas, you guys, so let me know in the comments below. And you can purchase, again, the digital kit, the printed kit, and this journal. Go to my shop. Thank you so much. Also, if this journal sells out and you want a journal made with this kit for you, like a similar journal like this, you can just message me over on Etsy and we'll discuss we'll discuss a custom journal option for you. Have a lovely day.